Hey guys, welcome back to Black Realm Gaming. I'm your host Creepy Soul, and today I have your JRPG news for you guys. Now, just a heads up, today's JRPG news is a hybrid of TGS announcement from Tokyo Game Show and other announcements during the week. So first up we have Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, which is a spin-off of Persona 4. This is actually a fighting game or arena fighting game. So if you're interested in Persona 4 and you like fighting games, definitely check this out. I'll pop the new trailer information in the description below. So click links, have a look at the new story trailers and new system trailers. So make sure to check them out. So next up we have Dragon Quest X news. To do with the 3DS shipments. So apparently they sold through 95% of their shipments in September. So the game was released in September 4th, and they have released the stats. They've sold about 52,000 copies in the first week, which kind of doesn't sound like a lot, but the one thing that you need to keep in mind is that, you know, it was originally on the Wii U and the Wii, and it's actually also available on PC. This is obviously for Japan only. The 3DS version isn't a port, so people might already have the Wii U or Wii version of the game, and you need to cloud stream the whole game, so obviously there could be a lot of latency problems there with the 3DS. And the 3DS requires a separate subscription from the other three. So if you have the Wii version or Wii U version or PC version, either of them, you'd have to pay a separate subscription as well if you wanted to have that. So I think that's a bit crazy, considering if you've got, you know, the Wii version or the Wii U version and you want to play on 3DS on the go, surely you should be able to pay on the same subscription. Anyway, let me know about your comments below. Alright, next up is more Dragon Quest news, and this is Dragon Quest Heroes. As you may or may not be aware, Dragon Quest Heroes was announced at pre-TGS the other week, so we're finally going to see some first footage from the game. So make sure you check the links in the description below for the new videos for the game. It actually looks pretty awesome, so make sure you check them out. Next up we have some news from Etrian Odyssey Untold 2. Just released the second trailer for the game. It also is going to be released in Japan November 27th. Make sure you check out the link in the description below for the latest trailer, and let's hope that we get a Western release very soon. Alright, next up we have some news from Atlas regarding Devil Survivor 2. Which is obviously part of their Shin Megami Tensei series 3DS title, as the original was. Very good JRPG, very awesome. We've got a release date after long delays with this game. It is confirmed that it's going to be releasing 29th of January in 2015 in Japan. Let's hope we can get a Western release in the same year, fingers crossed. Make sure you check out the trailer in the description below. Alright, next up we have news from Hyperdimension Neptunia titles. So Compile Arts basically come out saying this week that they're going to release an updated version of the third title in the series that was on the PlayStation 3, named Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory. So this is a PS Vita remake. The title is going to be called Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 3 V Victory. I'll have a gameplay trailer in the description below, so click the link if you want to have a look. Alright, next up we have the Sky 5 news. So they've come out this week announcing the PlayStation 4 release date for Japan of March 26. I'll have a trailer in the description below, make sure to check that out. But let's hope that we get a Western release date around September, October. Let's cross our fingers. Alright, next we have a new JRPG 2D persistent online RPG called Zodiac. Now this game is from some scenario writers and some composers from Final Fantasy games, including Final Fantasy Tactics 7, 10. They are basically working on this new PSV title, which is, as I said before, it's a 2D persistent online RPG which will have turn-based combat. I'll put a link in the description below for a trailer, make sure you check it out. Alright, next up we have a new game from Arc System Works for the PlayStation 4. So it's upcoming action RPG called Inferno Climber. It will launch in 2015. Not much is known about the game because it's pretty much just announced. I do have a little trailer, so I'll put the link in the description below. make sure to check it out. Alright, next up we have a slew of Final Fantasy news from TGS. The first being Final Fantasy 13 Trilogy coming to PC, which is very exciting. 13 was a letdown, but it'll be good for PC players to be able to get a chance to play them. A lot of Square Enix games are coming over to the PC now, which is really good to see. I think the more the better. Get to experience their type of games. So 13, the first game in the trilogy, will be available October 9 via Steam and Square Enix's own online store. The two other games in it, obviously 13-2 and Lightning Returns, haven't been announced for a release date yet, but hopefully we'll have one soon. So next up on the Final Fantasy front is Final Fantasy Explorers. So obviously TGS, they announced a lot of these games. So this one's got a new trailer. It shows off some classes, summons, the hub area. It shows actually some interesting legendary or legend characters. So like including they've got Cloud in there, Terra Scroll, Lightning. So I'll post up a couple of videos in the description. Make sure to check them out. Alright, next up on the Final Fantasy front is big news out of TGS regarding Final Fantasy 15. We've been waiting a long time for news regarding this title. It's been a long development cycle for this game. So this is basically, we'll have the trailer, so the TGS trailer, I'll put in the link in the description below. There's also news coming out that the director, Tetsuya Minoura, is stepping down as director. He's moving over to Kingdom Hearts 3 to focus on that and help obviously bring that game to what it should be and help with its release. Next up on the Final Fantasy front is news regarding Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. So again, out of TGS, a lot of Final Fantasy news coming out. We've got a new trailer for the game. We have a launch date, which is good to see. We need these. So launch is going to be for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, March 17, 2015. That's for North America. Europe, it will be March 19, 2015. Also note that day one you'll be able to download a Final Fantasy 15 demo to play if you get the title. Make sure to check the description below. I have a couple of videos. There is one that's a 25-minute gameplay video, so if you're interested in Type 0, make sure to check that out. Alright, next up on JRPG news is information regarding Tales of Cesteria's launch in the West. So claiming that it will launch in North America and Europe by summer 2015. We have new trailers. I'll whack them in the description below. Make sure to check them out. Let's hope that this game is a big step forward for the franchise. That's what they're billing it to be. So let's hope it fulfills its potential. Alright, next we have a unique RPG. It's not really a JRPG, though it is from Japan Origins, which is Deep Down. It is an upcoming free-to-play title for the PlayStation 4. Now they have released a new trailer at TGS, which I'll link. The only problem is there's still no release date. We have been hearing about this title for a long time now. We do know that it definitely will launch in Japan first. There's not too much information regarding a Western release. So yeah, hopefully Capcom will get their act together and we'll get a release date hopefully by the end of this year. Alright, last bit of Final Fantasy news for this week regarding Final Fantasy Ignito Plus. So they're bringing over Final Fantasy Ignito to PlayStation Vita on January 15th, 2015 in Japan. It will be a free game, though it will have microtransactions, be available on the PlayStation Store and retail as well. Now let's hope we get this over to the West as well. Cross our fingers. I'll link a trailer in the description below. Alright guys, thanks for tuning into JRPG news this week. I am your host Creepy Soul, and I'll catch you guys next time.